Hey guys, we're going through Candace's videos. Honestly, it's getting very tiring. And the truth is that I'm going through every video Candace has posted since Charlie Kirk was killed. It's getting a little bit repetitive, and it's tough. But let's keep going. Let's keep going, getting through this. And I'm gonna share with you guys just the exciting parts, just the parts that I think are valuable, and let's see what we can get from it. I do want to note the trend that has been continuing that Candace, the way she has been framing her videos of the ones I've watched so far, so we're up to video now 5 and 6, is that she will first discuss questions she has about the investigation, and then she'll discuss something she doesn't like about Jewish donors or about Israel. So let's get on with it and let's look at these clips. Okay, guys, so this clip is actually the first piece of real evidence I have seen that something was a little bit fishy about the Charlie Kirk assassination. We'll let you guys decide for yourselves. I'm not 100% sure about it, and let's look at it.
Would be a big no-no for a crime scene. You don't move anything. He takes down the camera that is directly above where Charlie was sitting and would be able to provide, therefore, a lot of insight. And then you can see he kind of sits the camera onto the desk, and it looks like he removes the SIM card from it, or the SD card, if you will, which we're watching right here. So I'm going when I saw this footage.
Okay, so Candace actually is bringing up a good point here. I think that it's weird. So this is the camera that was sitting right behind Charlie, and let's analyze this, okay? You have a bullet killing Charlie, hits him in the neck, and why would footage behind him? First question you should say, why would footage behind them be important? It shouldn't really be important. So let's listen to what Candace has to say about that, what Candace is thinking about. She actually knows the person who did this, and she spoke to him and she reached out to him. So let's hear what he has to say.
Look, technically, you own the footage. Like, you know, you and some other people own the footage. Like, let me just see the footage, because why go through lawyers? Like, I just want to see the footage. And also, I asked the question, why not just release it? We've already seen the worst thing that you could possibly see from the front, right? Like, the front is what is the traumatizing video. And I understand that he wants to afford his wife some protection. Like, this has, you know, to experience that, Erica, so many people watching the love of your life in the last second of their life, it's traumatizing. I'm traumatized by it, right? That's not my husband and the father of my children. And so out of a loyalty to Erica, he also doesn't want to give more footage to the internet. But I said, look, I'm not going to publish it. I just want to see it. And I think you should let me see that, because people trust me. They know that I'm very serious about this. I don't care about anything right now other than figuring out who killed Charlie Kirk. So in the short run, he agrees that rather than send the footage, he will get onto a FaceTime call with me and he will show me the footage on his computer. He did that, and I watched the footage, and I'm going to tell you what I saw. And to the people specifically, the people that are in the military, people that know weapons, I'm telling you this because you might be able to add more color or more clarity here, what you would expect to see. If given the weapon that they have said did this, the bullet they have said did this, I don't know anything about any of this. So I'm just telling you what I saw, okay? First and foremost, there is nothing gory about this shot at all. And so again, I am still going to work with him to get me the footage so that I think it should be shared. There's nothing gory about this footage from the back. The thing that really stood out to me, and I just kept asking him to replay it over and over and over again, is that there's no blood. There's no blood from the back. There is no blood. So I think a lot of people were wondering whether or not.
Okay, so I think it's weird. Why is that there wasn't blood? Because I know people, I personally have not seen the videos myself of Charlie getting shot, only the one from far, because I wouldn't be able to handle it. But I do think that it's weird. Why is there no blood? I've heard people say that the video up close from the front did show a lot of blood. I heard a lot of people saying that there was a ton of blood, eyewitnesses. So that doesn't make any sense. Maybe the camera angle just didn't see the blood. That's also possible. I think another question about this whole story is whether or not the bullet went through his neck. So I want to take you guys to, so originally they said they were looking for a bullet. Later they said the bullet was actually in his neck the entire time. Now, I've heard people say that that's odd because a bullet that is so big and strong like the one that hit him should have pierced through his neck. It doesn't make any sense. Which I find to be weird. Yes, I think it's weird. I think it's weird that the bullet didn't go through his neck. I think it's weird that there was no blood in the footage. The only thing about it is, okay, so we have this question of like, should it have gone through his neck? Should it have not gone through his neck? Weird things happen all the time. I don't find this as super convincing. I find it as odd. Like, what happened exactly? Did the bullet go through or not? So here's Candace talking about whether or not the bullet went through his neck.
Moose or two down, and very, very normal for a high-powered, high-velocity round. I've seen wounds from this caliber many times, and they always just go through everything. This would have taken a moose or two down, an elk, etc. End quote. And then, now this is Andrew. But it.
Okay, so basically he's saying that it was a miracle that it didn't go through his neck. I think that's wrong. I think that you could say it was just a once in a million type of thing that happened, or it's more likely that, I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. If you guys have any theories of what could have been, let me know in the comments. I have no idea. That's the truth. I just don't know. I'm trying to think. Like, okay, so the bullet doesn't go through his neck. At first they said they were looking for a bullet, which is surprising that they didn't know what was in his neck. It is surprising. It's weird. So it didn't go through his neck, but it really should have. They're saying it's a miracle. I don't buy it. I don't know. I mean, unless they're lying about the weapon used, but what would be the purpose to that? That doesn't make any sense. Right? Doesn't make any sense. Why would they lie about the weapon used? I'm saying it's not something that would be, even if you could lie about it, it's very easy to say the truth about that. Like, it wouldn't be hard. If you are planning this whole thing out and just say, give the decoy, give him the same gun and bullet that was used by whoever really shot him, if it's true that someone else shot him. So I think it's just a question. I don't find this to be a conspiracy. It doesn't lead to any theory. It's just a question. It's just a question. Questions don't lead to theories. They're just good questions. It's like asking, why is the sky blue? Oh, and then you say, oh, this is evidence that really there's some blue ink in the sky. I mean, maybe, but maybe not. It's not, a question doesn't necessarily lead to evidence. I think it's a great question. So let's see if anything develops on that. Okay, so this next clip I'm going to show you by Candace is typical of her style. Is first we're going to ask some questions about what happened, and then we're going to talk about Israel. So let's look at how she brings up Israel in this context also. It's really amazing how she brings it up no matter what it has, even if it has nothing to do with anything.
Are so far beyond the realm of reality, like the one that I just showed you, where they say that I'm angry. And then when you look into who's writing these articles, like Victoria Churchill, you note that she has a connection to AIPAC. So AIPAC is pushing this, right? The answer is implied by the people who are attacking me. They are all ultra Zionists, right? Like I said, the author of that article is an ultra Zionist. And here she is starting off 2018 in DC. And she's got a picture of herself. If you can scroll down, I don't know if you can see this, like sitting in the audience in AIPAC. And she's thrilled. America, Israel. It's like all of these people are agents for a foreign country. And I feel like Bibi Netanyahu is spending a lot of money right now. He is just way too involved, concerned about Turning Point USA, the future of Turning Point USA, attacking Candace Owens. And I think something sinister is going on here. How can you not see that?
So I think what she said at the end there, how can you not see it? So that will make audiences really believe her because she's so convincing in her tone. But in her content, all that she's saying is that someone who criticized me had a connection to AIPAC. So now I just want to address this. This is important because people who are pro-Israel are probably going to be against Candace Owens. Why? Because she's attacking Israel, obviously. Now, she sees that, oh, you're against me. Obviously, something sinister is going on. Obviously, you guys were behind Charlie Kirk getting killed, right? I think that here is the cycle that's happening, okay? Candace goes and she claims she doesn't like Israel. Then, because she doesn't like Israel, she claims Charlie Kirk was killed by Israel. When she claims that, people fire back. And now people in Israel or people that support Israel are afraid, oh my gosh, she's attacking Israel. It doesn't look good for Israel. Let's try to suppress that. Let's try to go against her. And then she says, oh my gosh, you're going against me. Obviously, it's because you think that, obviously, it's because you're trying to hide something. And I think that that is a mistake. I think it's just reactionary. I think what's happening is that she is against Israel. People are responding. And because of their response to her, she's thinking something sinister is going on. I think the way these people are approaching Candace and what she's saying is completely wrong. I think you cannot suppress anybody. It doesn't work anymore. I think what you have to do is really tackle what they're saying head on, which is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to focus on what is she saying? Is it true? Is it not true? And let's be open and honest about it. Okay, is it possible that Israel killed Charlie Kirk? Yes. Is it likely? For me, right now, no. I haven't seen any evidence of their involvement. And I'm going to look at every video that she has posted from the time that Charlie was killed because I want to have my own opinion about everything she is saying, and I want to let people see what she's saying from a different perspective and from an open perspective. I think that that is the way to be addressing this. That's the way to be addressing anything. Be open about it and be analytical and be ignorant. That's the truth. Just admit ignorance. So if you have a question, it does not point to a theory. It's just a question, and we can live with questions. And that's my recap for today. See you guys tomorrow.